I'm down to fight ASAP, right? Because Dana, the UFC put this in my mind, fighting at 206. So now in my mind, I want to fight at 206. I'm like, I was ready to take the rest of the year off and do nothing and enjoy being the champion and have some time with my kids and go away for Thanksgiving. But then this was put in my mind again, and now I'm like, you know, I'm kind of, I want to fight in Toronto. I got friends in Toronto. I spent 6 weeks there this year. I love that place. So yeah, if it's not going to be GSP, I don't mind being on the card against somebody else, and Nick Diaz would be somebody else that moves the needle. Now again, I know I'm going to open myself to criticism by saying that, but there's been talk of us having a fight before. His last fight was against Anderson Silva, so he's fought at 185, and if Nick Diaz wants to do it, I'll fight Nick Diaz. If anybody wants to do it, I'll do it, as long as it's not some new pup that just signed with the UFC. I'm down to fight. I'll fight anyone. I'll say it again, and I'm not trying to sound like a tough ass, you know, I'll fight anybody, you know, as long as it makes sense business wise. I'm not going to risk my reputation and my title against some chump, but if there's a lot of money on the line, then I'll do it. And if Nick Diaz wants to go at UFC 206, formally, officially, I invite you to sign the bout agreement. Let's do it. And then after that, whoever wins, more impressively, these top 4 middleweights, you know who we're talking about, Rockhold, Wyman, Yoel and Souza, I'll fight whoever that is after this. You know, that will happen 100%. Believe you me, I want to fight Chris Weidman. Out of the 4 of them, I've already beat Rockhold. Weidman is the one that I want to fight. So I ain't ducking anybody.
If I don't win this fight, then obviously it's not my fighting skills. All right, it's my willingness to train. That makes sense, and that's sort of where my mindset is. That I'm back to training hard and working out hard and blah 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 blah. Right, but if let's say something does happen and I lose, for one, I'm not going to be a gatekeeper. 2 is that I just don't want to fight the fight. There's a lot easier ways to make money than beat yourself up for 12 weeks and go from there. You know what I'm saying? And that's really, you know, like I said, for the most part. And then I can also put more time into my kids and all that kind of stuff. And that's really where my head's at.
I saw a car speeding through the neighborhood. Right around the same time as that happened, there was kind of a large bang.
This house is on fire.
Holy. Meanwhile, Milwaukee police believe an unknown suspect used an accelerant to ignite 2 of the vehicles, which forced flames to spread to a third, sitting in the driveway of the former UFC and WEC lightweight champion, who Bunny calls a good neighbor.
Very friendly. See him running around, you know, jogging around.
And while the wheels may be down for the count, Carson considers what could have been.
Luckily, the police department and fire department were able to get here very quickly and took care of it, and everyone was safe. So.
And I can't believe that people don't understand this that are in the industry to acknowledge and get how dumb fighters are. Man, it's hard, and I'm not trying to insult them. I just don't know. There's not another word out there. They're dumb. To understand a fighter's lack of understanding of the business standpoint, how important media partners are, and understanding what a promoter has to do, man, they don't get it. So I'll take the mask off and I'll tell you guys what's going on here. There is a historic opportunity if Conor should beat Eddie Alvarez. The opportunity is that he will be the first guy in history to hold 2 world championships simultaneously in the UFC. It has never happened before. So if you're the UFC and you, through the power of the pin, take one of those belts away, you also lose the opportunity that so much media is running with to have the historic evening. If you wait to strip him or make a decision in that weight class till after the fight, you preserve that opportunity. That is so obvious. The UFC can't come out and say that. They can't come out and say, well, this is actually a marketing opportunity for us. Then they lose it. So they say everything else. And you would think that the fighters would be able to understand this concept, shut their mouths, and if anything, beat the drum and go, well, you know, let's see what happens here. But what an incredible opportunity. This has never been done before. Conor could be the first. Help perpetuate the story. Instead, these dumb son of a bitches are throwing water on the fire. They're trying to get him stripped. Well, if you strip him through the power of the pin, as opposed to the power of the fight itself, why would you do that and kill the headline and the marketability to the historic potential evening? Why do I have to explain this so that other fighters can hear and go, oh my God, he's right? How do you not understand what's going on in your own industry? I never can understand. This is why you guys don't get to be part of it, because you're too dumb. And I'm not trying to put you down. Dumb has a definition. Go look it up and then relate it to yourself, because you fall under it. We need media partners. We need headlines. Everybody in the show, everybody in the industry. It really doesn't even matter what organization you're with. There is an industry called mixed martial arts. This is getting headlines. It could be a historic evening. A guy for the first time ever could grab 2 belts in 2 different divisions and hold them at the same time. Why would you strip the guy and take that opportunity away? You fools. Unbelievable that I had to spell that out. It's unbelievable that fellow fighters could not connect the dots and see the bigger picture of what's happening there. So there it is. I just ruined it for so many people.
Well, it's fine if they look at me and say that's what I should be doing, but they're not me. And when are dreams based on chances? Dreams are based on something that's in your heart, that are passions, that are something that you want to go try, not on chances. I mean, I'm so grateful that I get to go pursue something, even if it's a long shot, for something that, yeah, I might be able to go do and go do pretty well, but if it's not in my heart, why am I going to do that? You know, I think that's something that's unfortunate in society, is a lot of people just go do what they feel like they should do and live with the status quo and you know, go live by all these rules and, hey, this is going to be okay. You know, just go accept your average 9 to 5 rather than striving for something, because the ultimate goal isn't to succeed or fail. The ultimate goal is to give it everything you have for something that's on your heart and a dream, and pursuing that. And if you get to live out your dream every single day, then the result doesn't matter.